If you're gonna be here, you might as well be here. Why choose to be negative? I feel like every single challenge and obstacle that we are met with, it doesn't have to be met in turn with negative energy or energy that is pessimistic. I'm coming to this conversation really over what's been happening in my life lately. I have tuition to pay, and I'm having to figure out how to get it all paid for and covered without the need of FAFSA because I'm unable to receive it. And so I'm in the process of trying to figure all that out, especially my tuition before the end of this semester so I can enroll in other classes. And it's like, in a situation like this, I could have been irritated, annoyed, been like, why me, God? Why is this happening? Or I could have been like, oh, this is going to be just the worst thing ever. But then I decided I don't have to feel like that. In actuality, it's all a choice on how I want to feel and what I give my energy to. This situation I'm in, it doesn't have to be a negative thing. It doesn't have to be a negative experience. I only make it a negative experience even more by putting all this low vibrational energy on to my circumstances. Even though it may not be the best circumstance, it could still be met with some positivity and not some negativity for the future. It can be met with optimism and joy, like, okay, I'm in this situation. Is it what I would like? No, it's not, obviously. But why not choose to be optimistic about it? Like Zion, we will figure it out. We will get this together. And honestly, being grateful for it. Within any situation or circumstance that you are in, to choose to see the positive in it, to maybe even see the lesson in it. Because I feel like every hardship that we are met with is meant to help us become something more, honestly. It's not meant to break us. We're never put in a situation that we can't handle. Like, I'm just trying to take my situation lightheartedly. Even though it's somewhat serious, I'm choosing to take it a more positive route with it, because it doesn't have to be a negative thing where I dwell upon it and I'm just sad about and angry about and ask God, why me? Because I know it's really only going to be for my betterment. It can be a situation where, let's say maybe you have, I don't know, like 3 tests the next day, or you're gonna have a long day tomorrow where you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do this and all that. Some of us will meet those circumstances with low vibrational energy and be like, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta get this done and that done. And it's like, by doing that, I feel like you kind of manifest what you are going to feel within the day. You manifest the energy of your day just by putting all those negative connotations and those negative vibes on the circumstance. When the circumstance hasn't even took place, the experience hasn't been something that you were able to be part of yet. So I feel like within the next situation that any of you all are in, I challenge you to enter the situation or circumstance with a positive attitude, with a positive outlook on life and for what's to come or for what you're going to experience. Because I feel like if you can think so much of the negative outcomes of life, why not think about the positive? So it's like, really, that's all I'm doing right now within my situation. I don't know how the heck I'm going to get my shit paid for. I have no idea, I have no clue. I'm going to trust this process. I'm going to trust God's timing on this one, because he put me in this situation for a reason. And I'm gonna choose to see the value in it. Funny thing about my relationship with God, I would say, I asked him if there's any hardship that he can bring on to me, because I know it's going to help me grow. And he literally did. He's literally been doing that. So I'm just experiencing what I've asked for. So I'm just choosing to take it on with a positive attitude, with a positive mindset. Things will be okay. I will see another day. I feel like we are in charge of how we want to experience a lot of things in life, how we want to feel within each experience. We get to connotate and create our own narrative. You may have a long day tomorrow with a bunch of tasks that you have to complete and accomplish, and maybe a lot of things that you don't want to take care of that are somewhat mundane. But does that mean you have to have a negative experience? If we're feeling low vibrational, we allow that to be cast on our experiences, instead of being like, no, I don't have to feel this way. I don't have to feel negative about what I'm about to do tomorrow or the long day I'm going to have. I don't have to feel negative about that. I could choose to actually have a good day and enjoy my experience, because I feel like the only thing that can make an experience new is what you bring to the actual experience. So if you want to, again, be a part of something new, refreshing and great and just nice, it's all about being mindful of the energy that you bring into each and every day, and really how you speak about your day. That's why it's so important to just be impeccable with your word. And I got that from the 4 Agreements. And to be impeccable with your word is to be intentional, to be mindful that what energy you put into certain situations and how you speak about it plays a part in how the actual circumstance will be. For me, I really feel like there's no such thing as a negative circumstance. How we feel about certain things in life, it's all in relation to really that thing. So it's like if we want to garner something new, we have to change the relationship that we have to the external thing so we can create and generate a new feeling, generate a new experience. Nothing really has to be necessarily a bad thing. It doesn't have to be a negative thing that you dwell upon and then be like, oh my God, I gotta do this and da da da. Why are you doing that to yourself? You're only making yourself miserable and putting yourself in your own deprecation. You could be mindful and choose differently and be like, okay, I don't have to feel annoyed about this obstacle that God put in front of me. It doesn't even have to be seen as so much of an obstacle or something that's so draining and that's such a drag. That's your choice if you want it to feel like that. You could choose to take on every experience that you are in with a smile and to laugh about it. Like, okay, I'm about to do this. I may not want to do it, but I'm gonna take it on with a smile because I know I can. I'm gonna take it on with some optimism because I know I can. If I can give attention to the negative, then I for sure can give attention to the positive. That's within my control. I'm not going to allow my feelings dictate how I view these certain circumstances or experiences. The first step is really just acknowledgement and then to just choose differently. And I'm not going to say this is just an easy thing to do, to just condition yourself to not fall into negativity, but it all just starts with starting, honestly, and then being consistent. Because as you do that more, it's like, okay, you'll be able to acknowledge and see when you fall into these negative lapses. You can catch yourself before you do it. Because I feel like it's like a conditioning thing. When it's like all a choice, if we want to continue to feel this way, you get to change the narrative. What do you want to experience? And then act in accordance to that experience or act in accordance to that feeling. It's a process though. I can sure tell you, it took me some time. It took me just being intentional and understanding that if I don't want to continue to be caught up in these negative loops, I have to be able to catch myself before I fall back into that. And that just starts with literally just being mindful and being aware of how I'm feeling. I'll say maybe ego aside, the idea of thinking that you need to feel this way. That part of you that feels like, I've done it for so long, I have to feel this way because I just have to. It's really all up to you. So if you want to put something new and experience something new, you have to be mindful enough to do so for yourself because you deserve that much. And I found myself by actually being more intentional, I've seen a difference. I've seen a difference with how I view certain tasks and certain circumstances that I may not want to be a part of or things that I may not want to deal with. I see myself reacting differently to them. Because I'm like, I don't have to feel negative about this. I don't have to feel annoyed and irritated that I have 3 tests tomorrow or I gotta pay my rent and I don't know how I'm about to get it, or same thing goes for my tuition. I don't have to feel drained and just about it. I don't have to input that. Like, oh, I'm about to feel this, I'm about to feel that. That literally does nothing for me. I'm digging myself a deeper hole by doing that. And I don't need to do that. I don't. So next time you're in the situation where you feel like you're about to catch yourself complain and then put some negativity, make sure to be mindful of it and observe it. And sometimes you kind of laugh at it. Like asking yourself, do I have to feel this way? Is it really that deep for me to choose to feel annoyed, upset, mad about something like this? Is it worth it giving all my attention? And the more you become mindful, you'll actually be able to acknowledge, oh no, it's not. You'll be able to realize, oh, it's actually not worth the cost of destroying my peace. And it never is. And that's what I said before, is once you understand the value of protecting your peace, you're not gonna connotate or create narratives that can destroy it. You're not gonna do that to yourself. So again, it always starts with you. You get to choose how you want to experience life. So why not put some good? I feel like with the things that are seen as challenges, we can overcome it. And it's like take it on with a positive attitude. And like low-key treating it like a video game, because that's how I do with a lot of challenges in my life and obstacles. I treat it as if I'm about to get an upgrade. I'm about to level up in this area or in that area. And that makes doing hard things a lot easier and a little bit more fun because I'm able to see and acknowledge that I'm bettering myself. I'm growing in some areas. I don't have to feel drained and sad and just frustrated about it. I don't have to. This isn't to say that I shouldn't feel my feelings. Yes, feel every feeling. It's okay to experience anger, feel sadness, and all the things. But to dwell within that to choose to connotate that even on your experiences, it doesn't do anything good for you. It only makes it worse. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm beyond grateful and thankful for each and every single one of y'all. Stay blessed, stay easy, and smile today. All right, peace.